Well, it's been just a couple of weeks since the Carolinas were hit hard by catastrophic flooding from Hurricane Florence, but Florence also served as a reminder to have your finances in order when disaster strikes. Financial professional Nolan McIntosh with McIntosh & Associates joining us now with some advice to help us be better prepared. We probably don't think about this too often. You know, luckily in Michigan we don't get too much in the way of disasters, but they still can happen. What should people know?
They certainly can happen. I mean, we had a flood last June.
Very true.
That, right?
Yes.
So it's not that we have the sense of earthquakes or hurricanes here.
Different scale.
Different scale. But it's still important that we want to have some of our documentation put in order. So our biggest suggestion is to try and maybe get a binder or a folder and put all these in one place, so that way they're easily accessible if you have this disaster. So anything with your identification, so your social security card, your passport, your birth certificate, that should all be in one place. Any financial information you might need, like savings or bank information, or maybe even any insurance policies like your life insurance or home insurance should be in there. And of course anything like a trust or will should be in one place as well. We also recommend that you put those into something that is fire safe and waterproof, not just one or the other. You want both, because the problem is anything can happen, and obviously we want that to be lockable, so that way if somebody were to break in, they wouldn't be able to steal that. And so that's important information.
Would you suggest doing it like laminating them?
You can.
Okay.
I mean, you can, but like a trust or a will might be hard to do that.
Okay.
The biggest suggestion, maybe with the technology age now, is that you can probably electronically store this information.
Absolutely.
And so therefore maybe put it on a USB or maybe a cloud-based server, and you might be able to store some of that information. You can check out some of that stuff at our website, www.wealthmichigan.com, or they can contact us, and we have a nice little pack that we could maybe send to somebody if they had some questions about that information.
Good advice right there. What about, should people keep cash on hand, or just are we doing away with the cash and sticking with the credit cards?
Well, we always say you should have a 6 to 9 month buffer, okay, in your checking your savings, but what if you can't access that? And so that's why we say you should always have some type of cash on hand for these emergencies. So if there's something that you see coming, like a major storm where you might be without electricity in the area for a couple weeks, we say that you should have probably some means, some cash that you can buy some bare necessities like food and water for your family. And so about a 2-week buffer for that.
Okay. Yeah. Some money to get by short term right there. But if your property or home suffers any sort of damage, what's the first thing people should do? I would think insurance.
Yeah, you need to obviously probably, you see those commercials, right? Contact your agent. This is State Farm, right? So yes, I'll contact your agent, but we should be doing some things before they even happen. So the biggest thing you want to do is make a checklist and inventory, because there can be discrepancies on what you think the value is and what the insurance company think the value is. So obviously do a checklist. FEMA has a nice little guideline on their website that you can look at. I personally think it's a great idea to take, with the technology like we already talked about, take your cell phone or even a video of what's in your house, and therefore you can save that maybe on a cloud-based or some type of server, and then you can update it as you need to, and then there's no discrepancies with their TV or what your inside of your home looks like, and you can hand that right over to your agent, and it'd be much easier. All right,
certainly some very helpful tips. Nolan, thank you for coming in this morning, and of course we'll get all this on abc12.com a little bit later. Your time right now is 9:23.